Alright, so we can make her look like she's made of old PlayStation jaggies. I mean, it defaulted off. I will leave it off for now. I imagine we could change that later on if we want to check it out. The font is definitely like, we're going for Parasite Eve. PE, sorry, PM instead of PE. Alright. Parasite Mutant. If Square Enix isn't gonna make a new goddamn Parasite Eve game, I guess you can. Just sitting on that glorious IP, you bastards. Last time they announced anything about it was like, here it is, it's some stupid fucking NFT garbage. And then they never actually finished what they were talking about. It's only been running for 25 seconds? You could change the psionic energy gauge color and settings. I love when there's a loading screen, a small cutscene, and then a loading screen. You're supposed to use, like, a cutscene to hide loading in the background. Oh, it's still 88%. Ava Brea. Just like PlayStation. Static noise. The transport aircraft crashed. The pilot's KIA and communication's been cut as well. Self-check, minor skin abrasions, nothing serious. Grade C mission. Retrieve databank. Continuing mission. Hold L to run. R1 at the same time to walk. You can only walk out of combat. Approach interactable objects. Press X to interact. The crew are long dead and the transport ship's completely wrecked. A nanite syringe that makes minor repairs to cybernetic implants. Given the more sci-fi angle, this might be pulling more from Parasite Eve 2 than 1. Northeast loot. Ammo for pistols. And submachine guns. What price? Torso Man, are you okay? The ATC gauge will accumulate continuously in battle. Upon reaching stage 1, you can use a melee weapon attack by pressing square, or use a ranged attack by pressing triangle. Upon reaching stage 2, you can use an item or skill by pressing left Z. When your attack locks onto an enemy, you can press up, left, down, or right to switch targets. Ow. And cannon. Triangle in the main menu and change equipment. Is this really a grade C mission? A serum that neutralizes toxin. Half-eaten corpse. No, that's the hero torso man. The hungry hitchhiker. Oh, really? We're doing random encounters. Unexpected. Do. Oh, ow. Maybe we'll try a heal. Missed me. Decent. Papa. 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 I appreciate the Parasite Eve 1 style real-time run around until your meter fills up experience. At first, it was just a warning shared everywhere. Don't drink untreated water. Some said a glowing bug would settle at the bottom of your cup, like tiny specks of starlight swimming in the water. That day, bottled water was wiped clean from supermarket shelves. But in the second week, the story began to mutate. People who never drunk untreated water went down too. Their heads felt swollen, stuffed with cotton. Beneath their skin, something crawled. Countless fine legs walking along their nerves. People turned to suspect airborne transmission. En masse, filter cartridges and window sealing tape became the new talismans. More unsettling still, infections showed up even in ICU wards. Layer upon layer of disinfection, positive pressure, filtration. No dust mote should have made it in, yet people still seized in their beds, went blank-eyed and then taught themselves, as if trying to dig something out from inside. Nurses said that after they clawed their skin open, strange growths appeared along the wound edges. Thread thin, faintly luminous under the light. Officials are still tracing the source, but on the streets the rumor has already been changed. Maybe what spreads was never water, nor air. Vaguely, strange wording choices. I wonder if this is not English as a first? Do it, gray alien. You're telling me mitochondria did that to that man? Iron gate locked. Yep, this is definitely a we have Parasite Eve at home. But also an element of, like, if Square Enix won't fucking make more Parasite Eves, why not, right? Why not make your own Parasite Eve? After 6 months away, I've come home and only then realized I'd left the electricity bill unpaid. The hallway lights don't even turn on. All the way back, I kept bracing myself. That bag of meat in the fridge should have rotted into a puddle of nauseating sludge. One whiff and I opened the door and I'd pass out. When I pulled the fridge open, there was still a bite of cold inside. The meat was blackened and rancid, dotted with tiny white specks of mold. Of course, it was inedible, but it hadn't melted. No seeped juice, no soft collapse, just a hard lump curled up in its bag, as if time itself had been pickled. Stranger still, the plastic bulged in one small spot, pressed to the meat's outline, rising and falling slowly. I stared for too long before I realized there was no wind in the kitchen, yet the fridge made a faint tap-tap, like someone rapping with a fingernail. I shut the fridge door, my palms were drenched. The power that went out was this house. I don't know why, but it felt like something else never stopped. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, it just kind of doesn't read right? Transfer the plus point of one equipment to another. Okay. Yeah, they're really borrowing a lot of the Parasite Eve 1 mechanics. Like, the combat is very much Parasite Eve 1. Oh god, it's the bridge fight from the warehouse. And that was a, like, yeah, you could take your weapon upgrades and transfer them to another weapon, which is also from Parasite Eve 1. My only issue so far is the demo is giving me the gameplay. Like, I know it plays like Parasite Eve 1, but, like, this character isn't really a character yet. Kind of like, what's the story? Granted, I'm kind of glad we're not getting, like, a front-loaded, just, like, here's 30 minutes of story primer. Those are some of my least favorite demos, so I can't complain too much. But, like, I do want this character to have a personality. Damn it. Oh, we don't get to talk about this corpse? They look weird. Whoa! I wasn't planning on jumping out of a window. Enhance the accuracy of a weapon. Well, I need to use the ATM. I assume we're going in there. Please use security keycard. What an aggressive vending machine. Love that stock sound effect for door opening. Last week, our captain suddenly ordered us to seal the whole block. Our security clearance as security guards was lowered, and we can only move around the courtyard. Main entrance to the block has been completely sealed shut. We're not allowed to ask any questions. We can only follow orders. Recently, Ben's been acting suspiciously. He must be planning something. I wonder if I should report this to the captain. What's in the diary? Mike's diary. More ammunition. Doctor, wait, why are we on page 2? Over the past week, multiple hospitals have received a large number of suspected psychiatric cases. Patients first report their heads swelling, followed by intensely vivid tactile hallucinations, as if ants are crawling all over them, gnawing at their skin and muscle. Many scratch until their skin splits and bleeds, and still can't stop, their eyes fixed as though chased by something unseen. Doctors say the presentation resembles drug withdrawal, yet screenings and histories point to the same conclusion. None of the patients have ever used drugs. The City Health Bureau has launched a joint investigation and has not announced any suspected triggers. Zongdao's neon still burns as usual. Only some whisper what truly glows may be the invisible ant colony beneath the skin. Guessing a Chinese developer? Yeah, this is their version of a safe room. Big glowy green thing doesn't do nothing? Computer activated. Ben. Well, I'm out of ideas. Computer, broken. I need to prepare before I head out. I don't have a good feeling about this. Right? Like, there's something just off about the translation. What's going on, Creedmoor? So you're telling me this was a person before? Doesn't look like it was a person before. Ow, I was a little too ready to run. Are we doing the Resident Evil style green means you're done? Oh. There we go. Cancel. Improve its range. Improve its damage. I don't know. Like, it's tricky because with demos, usually a game like this, the demo would be, here's the start of the game, and you get like a 30-minute cutscene, there's a bunch of dialogue, and it's like, I just want to see what the game is like to play. Like, I want them to skip the opening and put me on, like, Act 2. Like, let me see what the game is like when I have upgrades and gameplay potential. The problem here is, they did that, they jumped me ahead, I like that. But, like, there's been no dialogue, no conversations. I don't know who this character is, I don't know why she's here, I don't know what kind of personality she has. Like, you gotta mix in a little bit. Like, you want a dash of that kind of stuff. You're the main character and your backstory doesn't matter, only works for Souls games. Like, even Souls games, arguably, give you enough. Like, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, they open with a cutscene explaining the world, explaining what's happening in it, and explaining who you are and why you need to do what you're doing. Like, just right away, they get it out of the way, it takes 5 minutes. It's usually pretty cool. I like to rewatch it once or twice, and we're good to go. But, like, FromSoft knows exactly how to make a game start, and start moving, and just keep going. I've never complained about the pacing of a FromSoft game. Like, so far, some of my quibbles about this game are... I like Parasite Eve a lot. And you're bringing a lot of the good parts of Parasite Eve here. Like, the mechanics of the combat are fun and unique. Like, not many RPGs ever did the things Parasite Eve does. However... like, I don't think random encounters are the way to go anymore. Like, they've always been the product of, like, engine limitations. You can't have a lot of things on screen. You need the battles to take place in, like, a special little void. Like, just have monsters on screen. Like, we could do that now. We have the technology. That way I could opt into combat or opt out of combat by trying to avoid them. It means these segments have their own unique little tension to them. It wanted me to look at the map before, but why? There's an event in here. At a cabinet? Ah, shit. I thought I touched all the cabinets. Alright, none of those cabinets. No, not the computer yet. Rub my face on everything. Enhance the attack power of a weapon. That was the event? That doesn't seem like an event. Are you sure? What about over here? Iron gate locked. Is there something here, maybe? Eh. Eh. No, it's just all the broken windows over here. Elevator out of service. I don't recall bumping into any, like, passcodes, right? I'm not... Am I crazy? Yep, Ben. Ben's been acting so... We've got to get into Ben's computer. It's the only one that has numbers. 13th of April, 124. That'd be stupid if that's the password. But what else we got to try, right? There's nothing else here. I guess I'll do first 13124. All right. 1304. Like, this would be a stupid password. It doesn't make any sense. But what other numbers have we found? 1304124. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's 6 characters long. Retrieve 14B205 databank. Maybe instead of a 04, I just put a 4. That would be 6 characters. No. Ben, what's your fucking password, bro? All that's left is go back? I rubbed every surface of this room. Ben, my man, what's your fucking password? I guess I'll just follow the path back. It made me open the map to see that the path back's still there. I don't know why opening this door was important. Here we go. I suppose I have a key card. Was there another, like, door we could open? Oh no! Down you go. Shut up! More bullets. Now we're just back at the beginning. What do you want from me? I don't suppose anyone has any guesses to Ben's password. I tried 42069. And 6969. I didn't try 420 though. It's not even random encounters, it's just right here is always an encounter. What's the map look like? Hold on. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, don't make it random encounters. Just let me, like, see the fights. Here's the map. Like, this is red, so I think there's something to be found. So I'm gonna rub my face on everything. God damn it. That's so stupid. Dodge. Every time we come to this little part, we will get into a fight, apparently. I thought I had a... Yeah. Just rub our face on everything. I don't want to fight those two guys again. Alright, I'm starting to suspect the red doesn't actually mean we're missing something, because... what could I have possibly have missed? I have doggedly rubbed my face on every surface. pressing A the entire time. What the hell? There hasn't been that much map! This is your afterlife punishment. I think my personal hell would be not knowing why I can't progress in something I need to do. And also, like, there is some kind of, like, hunger element and a crafting element. Like, basically, if you took a survival game like Rust and also put RPG progression in it, and we had this kind of moment forever, that would be hell for me. Where it's just like, I don't understand. What am I missing? There's a key? Where's the key? Password? I haven't seen anything. I haven't missed anything. Dick move, bro. Damn goddamn moon man. Well, on to the next location. I have yet to rub my face on everything, even though I have already rubbed my face on everything. 788965. Did you look it up? If you did, you need to tell me how you found it. Like, what was the missing part? Or are you just saying fun numbers? I asked Google. Yeah, but like, where do those numbers come from? I want to know. But nothing about where to find it. It makes his name red as if that means something. How? Why? Honey, I fixed your phone. I couldn't help but smile when I saw the selfie we took on the rooftop last week. Photo of you hugging me is just too sweet. I really love your blue hair. I've asked your colleague to put your phone in the security office locker room. The code is 357. Remember to pick it up after work. Sweet God, that doesn't even help us. 357. I think this might be it. Does it mention, like, the name of rooms? What? Destructible objects? These weren't on the map before, right? Motherfucker. Like, we looked at the map. I do not recall there being destructible object on the map. Alright, now it's green. Did a certain amount of suffering have to happen before it was going to allow me to, like, find out that there's destructible objects? NextFest. NextFest for a reason. Alright, I'm guessing we find the password to the computer by breaking something in here. What? Huh? Where'd the fucking password come from? What is this nightmare? Gate is locked. Check the bathroom. But where's Ben's corpse? All we know is we need to find Ben's locker in a room that we do not have access to, as far as I can tell. Right? There's a door we can't get through here. We have the surveillance room. We've now officially cleared everything on the map. Yeah, this gate says it's locked. We need to go to security office locker room. The code is 357. Is this the security locker room? Doesn't look like it. Well, my patience has basically hit its limit here. Just to satisfy your curiosity, though. Iron gate locked. What? Motherfucker. Everyone watched me rub my face on these walls. But I guess if you're at an angle, it doesn't proc. I hate everything. Boo-doo-doo-doo. The door is made from Aegis reinforced glass. Not even a residence blade could cut through it. Research building's locked. You're welcome. I rubbed my face on that goddamn wall. Like, I'm gonna watch the VOD to make sure, but it's the same thing with, like, breakable objects. I looked at the map, it didn't say those things. Give her props for trying. Yeah, why did she try to cut glass but didn't try to cut, like, a chain link fence? Which arguably a lot easier to cut with a super knife. Also, I wouldn't think to try and cut the glass, I would try and smash it. I wonder what this game's trying to be. Alright, it could be anything. I could sense it's inspired by something, but what? Blue hair, severe stomach rupture, open eyes. Toxin seems to have slowed the rate of decay. File in his hands. There we go. That's where the stupid password comes from. Due to a virus infection, our department's computer system is weak. This week, technical team is completely reinstalled to strengthen the security of our system. To ensure data integrity, all security terminal passwords will be defaulted to 7888965. Change your personal password immediately upon logging in. And if you notice any unusual logins or missing files, report immediately. You dig the aesthetic? If you like this, you should check out Parasite Eve. One of the greatest games ever made. I love Parasite Eve. This game is 1,000,000% trying to be Parasite Eve. But again, Square Enix won't make any more Parasite Eves, so why not? Wicked Seed. Huh. That sounds familiar. I don't know for sure. There's a good chance I played the demo if it has a demo. Janky and horny? Oh, if it's horny, maybe not on stream then. Part of me wants to pick up Dino Crisis 2 for us to play. However, the fact that they put like de novo on it is so stupid. Not horny enough to hit terms of service levels. Okay. If someone could put that in the suggestion box for me to check out at some point. I mean, we played Dinosaur Double D's from start to finish. I imagine we're fine. Thank you. Ever get a chance to play Days Gone? Maybe? Again, I'm terrible with names. Has the weirdest Parasite Eve Easter egg. Tell me of it. $357. Oh no, I haven't played that one then, no. I have not played Days Gone. That one has like a Dark Souls reference in it as well, right? No, I never played it. I might have access to it, though. Has it ever been the PlayStation Plus monthly free game? If it has, it means I should be able to play it. Energy breakthroughs decide the rungs of civilization. A compute revolution decides the speed of creation. Medical innovation decides the measure of life. Gravity cross, changing how humans live in the future. What? Corpse of blue hair? I mean, I touched the corpse of blue hair. I'll go back in there, though, if I'll make you shut up. There's a document in here somewhere? This game would definitely benefit from a light twinkling for interactable goddamn objects. My hit goes down by 4, but everything else stays the same. There we go. Delete everything you find. Use sodium chloride eye drop. Try to maintain the body temperature around 37 degrees Celsius for 3 seconds. Temperature too high or low will result in failure. What? Ben, the emergency exits are also sealed. Is there another way out? There's a 60 by 60 ventilation duct in the hallway, 2 floors down, the safety exit on the western side of the research building's lobby. I've loosened the screws so you can easily remove the grill and enter the air duct. But the internal structure is so complex, I'll get lost inside. Don't worry, babe. I've marked the way. Just follow the red arrows, you'll be fine. There's a grill at the end of the way. I think maybe we'll do some brats, some burgers. Open and you'll reach the maintenance shaft area D4. I'll wait for you there, then we'll exit through the maintenance hatch to the B2 commercial district. But there's so many people here, can we really escape? That's why we need to escape in the middle of the night. There's an abandoned maintenance shaft. I placed a wooden plank on it and used a forklift to cover it. See you in an hour! I will wait for you, Sarah. Be careful. Found a key in a clothing pocket. Alright, there's also a document over here. Jesus, how was I supposed to find that? The city government issued a notice today urging all residents to remain in home isolation. Declared Zongdao under total lockdown. No one's allowed to leave. At dusk, the city lights blinked out one by one, leaving only patrol cars moving along the roads. Loudspeakers replayed the same sentence. Please don't panic. Stay indoors and await further notice. Some stood behind their windows watching the river. The bridge is still there, but it's no longer an exit, like a massive black dragon sprawled across the water. In a city that has learned to doubt water and air, what unsettles people most is ironically that line. Please don't panic. This is Parasite Mutant. A somewhat clunky demo that is very much trying to be Parasite Eve, and as someone that really likes Parasite Eve, I'm giving it more than a fair shake. Why can't I use my gun? Am I out of bullets or something? I have concerns. I'm kind of specced into gun. Mitochondrial DNA did this. I unequipped it while I was working on it, of course. Alright, so research building's locked. We can go downstairs. There might be something I could pick up here. Or something breakable. Let's go down. The main character has no personality, though, which is kind of a bummer. This must be the place. Use forklift key. Like, I could not tell you what the story is, what this character is, what she's like, who she likes. The city government issued an evacuation notice this morning. After completing quarantine screening, residents may proceed to off-island isolation sites for observation. Anyone found infected during the screenings will not be allowed to leave. At the harbor, white tents have been hastily erected. The line moves like a silent snake, slowly swallowing, slowly releasing. The people in white coats holding instruments will decide whether you get to see the far side of the river. More telling still, GC almost empty. Someone saw their convoy last night driving toward the inside of the cordon. Temporary passes stuck to the windows, like people who got the answers early. And those left behind stand to the wind and wait, waiting for an inspection, waiting for a verdict. Google Translate did its best. But is she forklift certified? These are the important questions. There are other places I could explore, but I'm going straight into the sewer. Like, I'm gonna give the game a few more minutes, but I'm getting into my, like, antsy. I need something to happen in this game now. Like, Parasite Eve was good because it was paced. There was pacing to it. You had moments with characters, boss fights, escalation. This feels so detached. Bow, bow, bow. What? Fuck you. Brrr, brrr. Like, if she could maybe voice one opinion about anything going on, that'd be great. You stop paying attention to this game? I mean, what's there to pay attention to? That's my complaint. Like, I want to like it because I like Parasite Eve so much, but it's just like, what's going on? Why is anything happening? The thoughtless protagonist. Do 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 do. God damn it. Why does this thing have so much more health than anything else? Like, it's just kind of boring. I cannot give this a verifiable Parasite Eve family member stamp of approval. There's no tension, no stakes. I'm just quietly going through various rooms. That glowed! Why don't other things glow? Yeah, I'm waiting for a plot. I don't even necessarily need plot, I'm waiting for the character to be a character, you know what I mean? Like... this could be a gray, featureless blob, it doesn't matter. The main character, Parasite Eve, had skin in the game. It was her story. Supporting characters were there. Yeah, she was on a date. That date burst in the fire. Fight the xenomorph. It is a pretty neat looking xenomorph. Ow. I have no answers for these questions. I wish I did. We have, like, some kind of magic power, like Ava did. But we had that through, like, a connection to mitochondrial DNA. And it was significant when we got level ups to it. I can just kind of do a minor heal sometimes, but, like, why? Why can I do that? Up, up, down? That's not how I finished that fight. What about his acid blood? Oh no, he's getting back up, turn around. Don't let him get the drop on you. He's gonna get you. Are we a robot? We're some kind of robot. Thank you. Music player feature has been unlocked. Appearance unlocked. Oh. No, I'm all right.